So today we have another Misery deck, and as you can see I'm using one of the new variants, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And the deck itself is very similar to the one that we used in the last video. But before I get into the deck, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, I've started live streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so if you ever have the opportunity, please come and check me out. I'm CJR Snaps on both, so Twitch CJR_snaps, and obviously you're on the YouTube channel now, so please stay on here. But yeah, let's get into the deck. So as I was saying, it's very similar to the previous deck that we played with Misery, in terms of the Darkhawk that we're using, Rock Slide, Korg, and being able to throw as many rocks into the deck as we can. However, we've also incorporated Ronan into the mix, using Master Mold as well, so providing them with 2 Sentinels into their hand. Obviously, if I'm Misery, that Master Mold, that's an additional 2, gets very annoying for them. Having the Hood, being able to have 2 demons, and destroying the Hood, so no negative power. Iceman is just really inconvenient for making sure that cards stay locked in their hand. If they want to try and draw anything from the deck, this becomes a lot more difficult for them, especially with all the Sentinels in hand. White Widow has obviously received the nerf to the Widow's Kiss, but I'm still finding it to be somewhat effective in this deck, even if it is just from limiting them to playing 1 card in a certain area per turn, because they have to wait until they've destroyed the Widow's Kiss. And if they don't destroy it, then it's still a -4 negative power, which is really useful in some scenarios. Black Widow as well, just making sure that those Sentinels and the high cost cards from Iceman stay in the hand and no cards are drawn from the deck, obviously giving them the Widow's Bite. Viper being able to send over the Hood in case we aren't able to Misery it. So yeah, please give it a go, and I've really enjoyed using it, to be honest. And if you enjoyed the video, as I said, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into some gameplay. We have a good hand for the Ronan with Master Mold and Black Widow. It's just a shame that we have Mindscape, because we're most likely not going to be able to use Mystique. But we're still going to continue on with the Master Mold Black Widow route. Superflow. Oh, we've picked up the Misery as well. Yeah, we'll put Korg down then. We'll have enough energy for Misery next turn, obviously.
Hey man, I'm Clog.
Just go straight for the She-Hulk, cool. And we also have Darkhawk. Ronan would have been better in this situation, but we still have the following turn to pick up Ronan if we can. This is surely going to fill up their hand at this point, just with the 2 Master Molds. Yeah, it is. So, no Widow's Bite for them, but that's okay.
Hey, I found a rock.
And the Hood, not particularly necessary. I don't mind giving them a Hood, actually. They'll have a Mystique, White Widow, and the Hood. That's okay. Oh, they've turned off Mindscape. Very, very nice. Okay, well, we're definitely going to Mystique this now then, surely. And then I could do this. Turns off the Superflow for both of us, and we still start winning the right-hand side. Okay. Hulk in the middle is not too nice, but then again we have that demon. Oh. Say we do this. add a couple of rocks to their deck. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what we needed. Ooh, that was close. I was way more confident than I think I should be. It became a lot closer than I anticipated. We do like to see Limbo. Gives us that extra opportunity to make sure that we pick up a Darkhawk or a Ronan and then the Mystique, or even just the Darkhawk and the Ronan. But I think we'll start with Iceman, White Widow, and then hopefully a Rock Slide or a Master Mold. I mean, we've already got the Darkhawk, which is nice. I'm not going to chimichanga either of those because they're going to get destroyed anyway. What a beautiful variant, by the way. So sick. I had to pick that one up. Oh, they've White Widowed us back. The Master Mold. Fantastic. That is what we like to see, as long as we can pick up Ronan. Not as ideal, but we can still misery it. We've picked up the Ronan too. Okay. I mean, depends on how many cards they play here. If they play 2, then we're just going to instantly fill it back up again with 2 Sentinels. Which is exactly what's happened. So now they've got 4 Sentinels in hand out of their 7. Don't mind that, that's fine. Okay, and then we have Ronan, which I will play on the right hand side. I was even going to suggest giving Ronan the chimichanga, but I might save that up for the Mystique in the middle. Or actually, I just play it on the left. Oh, and then I can even Rock Slide into a Darkhawk in the middle. It will destroy that Widow's Kiss. Okay, well that Widow's Kiss gets destroyed. And then we'll destroy the other one anyway. Sentinel back to hand. Lovely for our Ronan and Mystique. And then, yeah, I mean... Oh, well, if I'd had a little bit of space, I could have Vipered that Widow's Kiss back over. But at this point, it just makes more sense to Darkhawk. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully, at least one of those is Sentinel. Oh, cool.
Victory.
It's so handy when you can get all 3 of these cards out. The Mystique, the Darkhawk, and the Ronan. Obviously, that can only normally happen when you do have Limbo or you have Feast. But being able to play all 3 of those, have the misery there as well. Beautiful. So Korg instantly goes out.
Opponent snapped.
They like the Danger Room, potentially. I don't mind if Korg gets destroyed by a Danger Room.
Hey man, I'm Clog.
Which it does. Of course. That's quite nice. If I wanted to be particularly annoying, I could just do pretty much exactly that. Dream Dimension, means that just on the 5th turn, cards will be back to the normal cost, which is fine, we can deal with that. Uh-oh. Whenever I see a tribunal, I'm thinking, oh no, is it going to be Onslaught? Is it going to be Iron Man? It's going to be like thousands and thousands of points. I mean, I know the power is spread across, but playing 2 -1 cards is definitely not going to help them. And yeah, this is going to be 12. Yeah, okay. Gonna give them a couple of sentinels. I'm sure they won't mind. Yay!
Victory!
Their draws obviously weren't great, but I also did bombard them with Widow's Bites, Iceman, reduce or increasing the cost of a particular card twice, and then obviously Master Mold. It's so infuriating to sit there and have to take that, but it's nice dealing it, can't lie. Okay, having Master Mold and Ronan is nice, being able to fill up that hand. I'll play the Hood down and then Master Mold and hope that we get Misery and maybe even Black Widow. If I'm sort of picking the perfect 2nd, 3rd, 4th turn pickups. And then obviously playing the Ronan on the 5th and then Mystique on the 6th. With anything else at that point, to be honest. A demon, for example. That's not ideal. Okay. Bit rude that it did that. 2 games in a row we've had Death's Domain. Gamma Lab. This is all over the place. At least I can Viper the middle at some point, but I'm thinking maybe I need to at least try and get a Hulk in there. We'll use Black Widow on it. Just pray that they don't have a Shang-Chi that they bring out on the 6th turn just to be all cheeky and then give me the Deadpool emote. Okay, well they've definitely won the middle. Even if I do Viper that Hood over, it doesn't do very much for us. But we have Darkhawk, which is very nice. I'm still going to play the Viper there just to try and get a bit of negative power over. Oh. Okay. I'm not sure what deck they're playing.
Enough said,
and that Wolverine goes back mid. This is a Galactus deck, isn't it? Hence why they have the symbiote Spider-Man. They have the Urania to send over that symbiote Spider-Man to a new location with a couple of extra power. But obviously it hasn't worked very well for them. Then I think that Darkhawk is more reliable in this sort of a situation when it's 10 power difference for both, just because they can play 3 cards but they can still only draw 1 on the next turn. So at that point it still seems more consistent to play the Darkhawk. What is going on? We finally pick up the Misery. I'm somewhat inclined to add more power over here to the left. because the power difference is more significant over on this right side. That White Widow now isn't going to do anything because the Widow's Kiss is going to get destroyed, but it's the thought that counts. Okay. That could have been a lot more scary.
Victory.
Right, Korg, Master Mold, and White Widow. All I'm waiting for is that Misery again. And that is a lethal combination already. It would be useful to have armor in this deck, as if you were to put an armor down, White Widow, and then Misery that, you'd have 2 -8 Widow's Kisses that don't get destroyed. That would definitely work well in like a Clog deck alongside the green and Hobgoblins. So I might try that out at some point, a bit of like a Clog, almost a Nihilus? I'm assuming we could probably use a Nihilus in there as well. This War Machine? I have a feeling it is. And then they're what, gonna storm Dislocation Legion it maybe? There is a very good chance that that is gonna happen. So I'll play a Black Widow just in case they haven't drawn the Legion or the Storm for the moment. Or the War Machine. I mean, fingers crossed we pick up the Misery on the next turn, to be honest. Okay, the Storm is there.
Aid my hand.
Okay, no... That's somewhat annoying for us. I mean, can we... They can't play cards, but cards can still be added. The only reason they have 6 is because they're winning here at the moment. The biggest power difference is if we put a White Widow down. And the Widow's Kiss gets just obliterated now anyway. Cool. Goose. We finally pick up the Misery. It's just that now is it even worth playing it? I think we just play the Darkhawk. And I mean, we're gonna have to hope for a Mystique. Not quite the Mystique, but I mean, they're gonna move Jeff away. Oh, that would have been nice as well if we could rock slide into the Misery. But that's not going to be the case. At least we can boost up that Darkhawk a little bit. They can Jeff into here, but hopefully not enough.
Doom rules all.
Great, fantastic.
Victory.
I thought they were going to be running a War Machine and a Legion. They very well could have. It's just they might not have been able to draw it with the Sentinels that we gave them and the Widow's Bite. I'm hoping that's the case, because if it is, then I can credit myself.